Building on the success of Family Ties, the cast members have recently spoken out about the behind-the-scenes tensions that many fans were unaware of. As filming continued over the years, disagreements arose between certain actors and producers, often centered around creative decisions and character development. Some cast members felt overlooked or undervalued, leading to tensions that occasionally spilled into public interviews. Despite these issues, the actors maintained professionalism on set, focusing on their performances and the show's popularity. The show's creator, Gary David Goldberg, aimed to showcase the complexity of family relationships during a time of cultural change, which sometimes mirrored the conflicts behind the scenes. Recently, the cast has come together to clarify their experiences, emphasizing the mutual respect they hold for each other and the importance of the show's legacy. They acknowledge that, like all productions, Family Ties faced its share of challenges, but ultimately contributed to a beloved part of television history. Their openness offers fans a new perspective on how the sitcom was made and the friendships that endured beyond the cameras. Starting with its beginning, Family Ties was a popular television series that focused on a family of former hippies who had settled into a more traditional lifestyle. The parents, Elise and Stephen Keaton, represented the liberal, open-minded side of the 1960s, while their children embodied the changing attitudes of the 1980s. Among their children was Alex P. Keaton, the oldest son, who became known for his strong conservative views. This contrast between the liberal parents and conservative son created many humorous and thought-provoking moments throughout the show. As the series progressed, the Keaton family grew to include 3 children initially, and later 4, which expanded the storylines and character interactions. Family Ties was broadcast on NBC starting in 1982 and continued for 7 seasons until 1989. During its run, the show was praised for its smart humor, relatable family situations, and balanced portrayal of different worldviews. It gained a wide audience and became one of the most loved sitcoms of the decade. The series also played an important role in launching the career of Michael J. Fox, who played Alex P. Keaton. His portrayal of the young conservative was widely appreciated and earned him recognition as a breakout star. His performance on Family Ties opened the door for many film opportunities and helped establish his place in Hollywood. The show's success was not only reflected in its ratings, but also in its influence on popular culture, as it tackled social issues with humor and sincerity. Over the years, Family Ties remains a significant part of television history and a symbol of 1980s family life. After many years, the cast of Family Ties came together again in 2020 for a reunion over Zoom. During the gathering, they shared memories of working on the show and reflected on how it portrayed family life and political differences with respect and understanding. The show's characters often discussed their differing opinions, but they maintained a sense of civility that resonated with many viewers. Stephen Gross, who played Stephen Keaton, the Franklin family father, spoke about how the political climate of the 1980s was much more respectful. He said that back then, people with different views could still have conversations without anger, Lieutenant Gross expressed sadness about how today's world has changed, noting that there is less civility now, and people often confront each other in ways that are mean or disrespectful. He appreciated that Family Ties showed that even when family members or friends disagreed, they could still communicate kindly and listen to each other. The reunion was a reminder of how television can influence people's ideas about politics and family. It also highlighted the importance of remembering those values of respect and kindness, especially in times when it seems hard to find understanding. The actors felt grateful for how their show brought families and communities together, teaching lessons they hoped would last. They recognized that their characters' ability to discuss political differences without losing civility remains a powerful message today. Through this reunion, the cast showed that the lessons from Family Ties about respect, listening, and understanding are still important, even decades after the show aired. They agreed that keeping conversations respectful is vital to creating a better society, and that the spirit of the 1980s, with its emphasis on civility, should inspire people today to communicate more kindly and thoughtfully. From the information provided, it appears that Tina Yothers, who portrayed Jennifer Keaton on the 1982 TV series Family Ties, shared her thoughts on the importance of understanding and tolerance. She agreed with the sentiments expressed by someone named Gross, emphasizing that it is vital to teach children how to move through society without harboring hatred for people with different opinions. The others believe that by teaching young people to accept differences, they could grow into adults who are respectful and open-minded, fostering a more harmonious community. Similarly, Meredith Baxter, who played Elise Keaton, also offered her perspective on family relationships. She mentioned that her own family, which has political differences, manages to get along well. Baxter suggested that her experience on Family Ties may have influenced this positive dynamic, possibly helping her and her family understand the importance of staying united despite disagreements. Both actresses highlighted how their roles on the show might reflect and impact real-life attitudes, emphasizing kindness, understanding, and the importance of accepting diverse views. Their comments suggest that the lessons learned from the show extend beyond the screen, encouraging families and individuals to find common ground and foster peace within their personal lives and society at large. While watching the 1982 TV series Family Ties, viewers became familiar with the character of Alex P. Keaton, who was played by Michael J. Fox. Interestingly, Michael J. Fox ad-libbed the way he pronounced the name Alex P. Keaton, adding a subtle emphasis on the letter P. The producers liked this improvisation so much that they decided to officially include the P in the script, making it part of the character's name and identity on the show. This small change helped give the character an extra sense of personality and made the name more memorable for the audience. Surprisingly, the role of Alex P. Keaton was not originally meant for Michael J. Fox. The part was initially offered to Matthew Broderick, a well-known actor who had gained fame in other productions. However, Matthew Broderick chose to turn down the role because he did not want to relocate to Los Angeles, where the show was being filmed. He was interested in staying in New York and not jumping into a new sitcom that required him to move away from his current life. As a result, the role was recast with Michael J. Fox, who was relatively new to television, but quickly became a standout star through his performance. His portrayal of Alex P. Keaton turned out to be one of the most iconic aspects of the series, and helped launch his successful acting career. The decision to keep the P in the character's name and Michael J. Fox's enthusiastic performance both contributed significantly to the show's popularity and charm. Over the years, fans have remembered Alex P. Keaton as a symbol of the era, especially because of Fox's lively and relatable portrayal. The story behind the role and how it was cast reveals the many small but important choices made behind the scenes that shaped the show into a beloved classic. The willingness of the producers to keep the P in the name and to choose Fox despite the initial casting plan demonstrates how some creative decisions can have a lasting impact on television history. The dynamic between the actors and the scripts added to the show's warmth, humor, and appeal, making Family Ties a memorable part of television history. These details about the casting and the little ad-lib that turned into a script feature show how art often develops from unscripted moments and personal choices. The success of Michael J. Fox as Alex P. Keaton also highlights how sometimes being flexible with talent and creative touches can lead to extraordinary results on television. The story of the role's casting and the ad-lib pronunciation encapsulates the serendipity often found in show business, illustrating how small decisions can influence the course of a show. Although Gary David Goldberg was initially unimpressed with Michael J. Fox's audition for the role of Alex P. Keaton on the TV series Family Ties, he was ultimately convinced to give Fox a chance because of the strong encouragement from casting director Judith Weiner. Goldberg saw potential in Fox, and he decided to cast him despite his initial hesitation. Fox's portrayal of Alex became one of the most memorable and beloved aspects of the show, bringing wit, humor, and a relatable charm that resonated with audiences. Meanwhile, the character of Mallory Keaton, played by Justine Bateman, was originally written to be a typical, normal teenager. However, during the development process, a joke about Mallory received a huge laugh from the audience, which led the writers and producers to change her character so she would be less intelligent and more comic relief. This decision gave Mallory a distinct personality that set her apart from her siblings and added humor to the series. These casting choices and character developments helped shape Family Ties into a popular sitcom that reflected family life, generational differences, and social issues while showcasing talented actors like Michael J. Fox and Justine Bateman. The show's success was partly due to these thoughtful decisions behind the scenes that brought depth and humor to the characters while making them relatable to viewers. Fox's rise from an overlooked audition to a star on the show marked a turning point in his career, and Mallory's character evolution contributed to the show's unique charm. Family Ties remained on television for several seasons, capturing the hearts of many viewers with its clever writing, engaging characters, and the chemistry among the cast. The series stood out for its humor, warmth, and reflection of changing times, helping to establish the careers of its talented cast members. At the beginning of the television series Family Ties, actor Michael J. Fox did not own a car, which meant he often had to find different ways to get to the studio. During those early days, Fox relied on public transportation, such as buses, or he would hitchhike to reach the set. This made his daily commute sometimes unpredictable and challenging as he was dependent on others or external factors to get him where he needed to be. Meredith Baxter, who played Elise Keaton on the show, noticed Fox's transportation situation and offered him rides to the studio on several occasions. Although this was a kind gesture, it sometimes led to frustration for Baxter, as Fox was not always punctual. His lack of a personal vehicle and inconsistent arrival times created some difficulties for the show's schedule, and for Baxter as she tried to coordinate their timings. Despite these early struggles with transportation and punctuality, they continued working together on Family Ties, which eventually became a popular and acclaimed series. Their real-life interactions about transportation added an authentic touch to the show's portrayal of family dynamics and early Hollywood experiences. Over time, Fox's situation likely improved, reflecting the common challenges faced by young actors trying to navigate a busy filming schedule without their own transportation. Throughout the show's run, these small details about their transportation and rides became part of the background stories that fans enjoyed learning about behind the scenes. Every day, Stephen Gross traveled to the set of the 1982 TV series Family Ties by riding his bike, which showed his dedication to arriving prepared and on time. However, he faced challenges with security at the studio entrance, as they initially did not allow bikes past certain points, causing some delays and frustration. After persistent effort and discussions, he was granted special permission to ride his bike onto the lot, recognizing his commitment and the importance of his role. This small but significant breakthrough helped him maintain his routine and stay connected to the environment where Family Ties was filmed. The cast and crew of Family Ties, many years later, shared in a 2020 Zoom reunion that working on the show was a smooth experience with little drama or controversy. They described their time on set as almost perfect, highlighting the friendly interactions among cast members, the professional atmosphere, and the positive environment that made filming enjoyable. This reputation of harmony and cooperation contributed to the show's success and lasting popularity. Stephen Gross's story about getting onto the studio lot reflects the broader atmosphere of cooperation behind the scenes, where minor issues were resolved with understanding. Throughout the show's run, the focus remained on creating quality entertainment without unnecessary conflicts, helping to foster a sense of teamwork. The camaraderie and gentle spirit of the cast and crew only added to the show's charm, making Family Ties a beloved classic. Today, many remember the series not only for its storylines, but also for the friendly, drama-free environment in which it was produced. The story of Stephen Gross's transportation struggles and the overall atmosphere of the set serves as a reminder that behind every successful show, there is often a behind-the-scenes effort to keep things running smoothly and create a positive working environment. Because of the respectful attitude of the main cast, guest stars on the show Family Ties in 1982 were often made to feel comfortable and valued. The cast members took care to welcome these guest stars warmly, understanding that a friendly environment could make their roles more enjoyable and successful. This approach helped prevent feelings of loneliness or being shunned, which could sometimes happen in television productions. By making guest stars feel included, the cast fostered a positive atmosphere that benefited everyone involved. The cast frequently talked about these experiences, highlighting how important it was to encourage good relationships on set. They believed that creating a welcoming environment not only improved daily working conditions, but also contributed to the show's reputation for promoting civil discourse and cooperation. This attitude reflected their desire for a harmonious and respectful work environment, which they considered essential for producing high-quality episodes. Over time, these principles helped reinforce the show's legacy as a series that valued kindness, respect, and positive interactions among everyone involved. The cast comments emphasized that a good working atmosphere could help bring out the best performances from the entire team, including guest stars. They believed that such treatment made the show more than just entertainment, turning it into a model of respectful collaboration. This approach showed that the cast was committed to respecting everyone on set, and they understood that this relaxed and friendly climate often led to better stories and more engaging episodes. Their comments about guest stars and the on-set environment reflect a long-standing belief in the importance of kindness and mutual respect in television production. This attitude helped Family Ties develop into a beloved show that valued civility and positive working relationships, which continued to influence how actors and crew interact on set. Through their actions and words, the cast set a standard for how guest stars and team members should be treated, reinforcing the show's reputation for creating a pleasant and respectful workplace. Family Ties is a notable television series that captured the essence of family life and generational conflicts during the 1980s, becoming one of the most memorable successes of that decade's television landscape. The series portrays the lives of two former hippies from the 1960s, who now navigate the challenges of raising their children amidst the cultural shifts of the 1980s. The central characters, Michael Gross and Meredith Baxter, portray parents who often find themselves at odds with their contrasting children, creating a fertile ground for both humor and heartfelt moments. The show's core revolves around the dynamic between the parents and their children, particularly highlighting the differences in attitudes and values. Michael J. Fox's character, Alex P. Keaton, epitomizes the conservative, money-driven teenager, embodying a Republican-minded youth preoccupied with social status and material success. Conversely, Justine Bateman's Mallory contrasts sharply with her brother, representing a more typical teenager concerned with fashion, popularity, and social life. This dichotomy not only provides comedic contrast, but also reflects the cultural tensions of the era, making the show's themes resonate with a broad audience. Initially, Family Ties faced some difficulty in garnering widespread interest when it premiered in 1982, coinciding with the debut of other NBC shows like Cheers, which also struggled to find an audience in their first year. However, once it gained traction, the series quickly rose to prominence, dominating ratings on Sunday evenings and maintaining a position within the top 10 shows each week for most of its run. Its longevity, spanning from 1982 to 1989, attests to its popularity and the strength of its ensemble cast. The cast performances, particularly Fox and Bateman, stand out as the show's defining feature. Fox's portrayal of Alex, aspiring to wealth and social standing, brought complexity to the character, blending humor with a touch of satire on materialistic values. Bateman's Mallory offered a relatable depiction of adolescent concerns with appearance and popularity, balancing the more serious or eccentric family members. The cast's chemistry and genuine performances played a significant role in the show's enduring appeal. Despite its comedic veneer, Family Ties was not merely light entertainment. The series also incorporated episodes with deeper emotional and social insights. These special episodes explored themes such as family unity, personal growth, and societal issues, elevating the series beyond simple sitcom fare. The show's ability to intertwine humor with meaningful storytelling helped it maintain its relevance and respectability over its lengthy run. In terms of criticisms, some viewers might argue that the show occasionally leaned into stereotypical characterizations or relied on familiar sitcom tropes, which could limit its freshness over the years. Additionally, while Fox and Bateman's performances were praised, some found that other cast members did not always receive as much development, which could have added more depth to the family dynamic. Nonetheless, the overall quality of writing and acting kept Family Ties a beloved part of 1980s television history. The series also stands out for its ability to reflect the cultural and political climate of the era, subtly exploring generational divides and differing ideological perspectives. Its deft balance of comedy and social commentary allowed it to be both entertaining and thought-provoking, fostering discussions about the evolving American family and societal values. In summary, Family Ties remains a significant example of 1980s television, an intelligently written, well-performed series that blends humor with social insight. While it faced some initial challenges in establishing itself, its subsequent popularity, strong cast performances, and thematic depth cemented its place as a classic. Some viewers may critique its stereotypical characters or wish for more character development, but these points do not detract from its overall contribution to television history. Most importantly, it managed to entertain, provoke thought, and capture the familial and cultural spirit of its time, securing its legacy as a memorable and influential series. Just when you think you've seen it all, the story doesn't end. Behind the laughs and iconic moments of Family Ties, the lives of its cast took unexpected turns after the final curtain fell. The beloved characters that captured our hearts in the 80s had stories to tell that extend far beyond the set. Who became a household name? Who faced personal struggles? What surprising career shifts took place? In this bonus segment, we'll dive into where the stars of Family Ties are now, uncovering secrets and twists that you won't want to miss. Stay tuned to find out how their lives unfolded after the show, and the paths they took that may surprise you. Justine Bateman gained fame as Mallory Keaton in the 1982 television series Family Ties, where she portrayed the ambitious, stylish, and sometimes rebellious daughter of the Keaton family. Her role captured the heads of audiences with her sharp wit and complex personality, making Mallory a symbol of young womanhood in the 1980s. Bateman's performance showcased her talent for blending humor with a hint of vulnerability, creating a character that resonated deeply with viewers. After Family Ties ended in 1989, Bateman struggled to redefine her career in Hollywood. She briefly pursued acting in film and television but faced repeated setbacks, feeling the sting of typecasting and limited opportunities for women of her age. Off-screen, her life was shrouded in a quiet darkness. She faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of her father to cancer and bouts of depression. Rumors of mental health struggles, including a suicide attempt early in her adult life, remain unconfirmed but contribute to her mysterious public persona. She also encountered scandals when her private photos were leaked online in 2018, raising questions about privacy and vulnerability in the digital age. In recent years, Bateman has shifted away from acting, focusing on writing and directing, yet remains a figure of intrigue. The latest reports suggest she continues her work behind the camera, maintaining a low profile and seeking a quieter existence. Her story is one of talent, hardship, and resilience amid the shadows of fame. Meredith Baxter brought to life Elise Keaton in the 1982 television series Family Ties, a role that showcased her ability to combine warmth with complex emotional depth. Elise was a strong, compassionate mother, navigating the challenges of balancing family life with her progressive ideals, often serving as the moral center of the show. Baxter's portrayal made her a household name, earning critical praise and multiple Emmy nominations. Beyond her acting, her life has been marked by personal struggles, including a series of tumultuous relationships and battles with addiction. Baxter's marriage history is complex, with 4 marriages and periods of public hardship, including a well-documented divorce and episodes of mental health issues, which she has openly discussed. She faced career setbacks during the 1990s, when her career waned amid changing television tastes. Notably, Baxter also revealed she had struggled with alcoholism and depression, battling these issues privately for years. Her life was further complicated by her public admissions of past substance abuse and the emotional scars of her personal hardships. In recent years, Baxter has taken steps towards healing, speaking openly about her journey toward recovery and self-acceptance. The last known update indicates she remains active in advocating for mental health, maintaining a subdued public presence while focusing on her personal well-being. Philip Baker Hall portrayed Dr. Harrison in the 1982 television series Family Ties, a minor but memorable role that showcased his ability to bring depth and subtlety even to supporting parts. His character was a calm yet intense figure, embodying the quiet complexity that would later define much of his career. After his appearance on the show, Hall transitioned into a prolific career as a character actor, known for his ability to inhabit dark, morally ambiguous roles. His performances often drew praise for their intensity and restraint, making him a sought-after talent in film and television. Behind the scenes, Hall's life was marked by personal hardships, including struggles with health and the pressures of a demanding acting career that often kept him away from his family. Rumors of substance abuse and brief public disputes surfaced sporadically, casting shadows over his reputation. Despite these challenges, he maintained a reputation for professionalism and resilience. His later years revealed a man who had endured much, but continued to pursue his craft with quiet determination until his passing. The last known information about Philip Baker Hall shows a figure who remained dedicated to his art, confronting life's darkness with a stoic silence that resonated in every performance. His legacy endures through his compelling roles, illustrating a life of quiet struggle and artistic devotion. Tom Hanks played the role of Ned Donnelly in the 1982 TV series Family Ties, a character who was part of the supporting cast in a show centered on a typical American family. His portrayal was brief, but marked the beginning of Hanks' journey into television, showcasing his ability to inhabit complex characters. After Family Ties ended, Hanks' career took a drastic turn, moving toward international fame with groundbreaking films like Splash, Big, and Forrest Gump. Despite his rising stardom, his path was not without shadows. Behind the glamorous facade, Hanks faced personal hardships, including struggles with substance abuse early in his career, which he later overcame. His rise to fame was rapid, but marred by periods of doubt and intense pressure, often leading him to question his choices and the nature of Hollywood's obsession with youth. In his personal life, Hanks experienced tragedies such as the death of close loved ones, which cast long, dark shadows over his public persona. Rumors of scandals and clandestine affairs once flared, though none were substantiated, and Hanks maintained a private life away from the tabloids. Recently, Hanks has kept a low profile, suffering from health issues related to aging, which he mentions only in passing. The most recent reports suggest he is recovering from a mild illness and continues to work on projects that reflect his thoughtful approach to acting. His resilience remains evident, and he continues to command respect in the industry. Richard Venture portrayed Agent Burt Carlyle in the 1982 television series Family Ties. His role was that of a stern, no-nonsense government official involved in complex political and legal situations, embodying a shadowy figure whose authority masked a deeper personal struggle. His presence added an air of seriousness and tension to the series, often hinting at dark secrets and behind-the-scenes conflicts. After the show concluded, Venture's career took a less spotlighted path. He continued acting sporadically, but his roles seldom reached the prominence of his early work. Much of his life remained shrouded in mystery, with rumors suggesting personal hardships that may have affected his professional choices, including struggles with mental health or financial instability. There are unconfirmed reports of scandals linked to his private life, though no concrete evidence has ever come to light. Venture's later years were marked by relative seclusion, and details about his personal life remain largely inaccessible, fueling speculation about a troubled past. The latest publicly available information suggests he withdrew from the limelight entirely, living quietly away from media scrutiny. His life story remains a compelling enigma, an actor whose career and personal journey reflect the darker corners of fame and confidentiality. Tina Yothers gained early fame through her role as Jennifer Keaton in the television series Family Ties, where she portrayed the intelligent and curious daughter of the main family. Her character was known for its warmth and innocence, contrasting with the political tensions of the era. Yothers' performance made her a recognizable face in television, earning her praise during the show's peak. After Family Ties ended in the late 1980s, her career faced a slow decline. She attempted to revive her acting career with limited success, facing the harsh realities of Hollywood, where only a few child actors find lasting fame. Beyond her professional life, Yothers' personal history holds shadows of hardship. She experienced the pain of her parents' divorce, which she publicly discussed as a difficult period. Rumors circled around her struggles with body image and health issues linked to her weight fluctuations and eating disorders. The dark side of her fame emerged with reports of intense media scrutiny and personal setbacks, including struggles with addiction that she has rarely spoken about openly. In recent years, Yothers withdrew from the public eye, reportedly battling health issues and personal crises. The last known information indicates she remains largely private, living away from the spotlight, with hints at ongoing personal difficulties. Despite the glamour of her early fame, her story reflects the complex, often unforgiving reality behind childhood stars. Dan Hedaya portrayed Joe Moore in the 1982 television series Family Ties, a role that showcased his ability to embody complex, authoritative characters. While the show was not the peak of his career, Hedaya's portrayal of Joe Moore revealed a stage of his life marked by depth and subtle menace, hinting at a past filled with unspoken struggles. Following his appearance on Family Ties, Hedaya's career took a darker turn, with roles that often reflected a man battling inner demons or confronting societal decay. His career was marked by a series of typecast roles that highlighted his gritty, intense presence, but behind the scenes, Hedaya faced personal hardships that remained largely hidden. Rumors circulated about conflicts with industry figures, and speculation suggested mental health struggles, though no official records confirm this. His life was marked by moments of isolation and silence, shadowed by the pressures of Hollywood and the weight of aging in a fickle industry. The last known details indicate that Hedaya withdrew from public life after the late 1990s, retreating into private obscurity. His absence from the limelight leaves a lingering sense of mystery around his true state. leaving fans and historians to speculate on what challenges, if any, he faced in his final years. The silence surrounding his later life continues to cast a shadow, reinforcing the idea that some stories remain forever unresolved. Michael J. Fox gained fame for his portrayal of Alex P. Keaton, a young conservative with a sharp mind and rebellious spirit. His role in Family Ties in 1982 made him a household name, showcasing his remarkable talent for blending humor with intelligence. However, outside the bright spotlight, Fox's life has been shadowed by profound struggles. In 1991, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a cruel twist that threatened to end his career and alter his life forever. For years, he kept his condition private, fighting the disease with a quiet resilience that contrasted sharply with his on-screen charm. His diagnosis marked a turning point, revealing a man battling a degenerative illness in a world that often dismissed the aging and the physically vulnerable. His career became a testament to perseverance, with Fox balancing acting, advocacy, and therapy. Despite facing personal hardships, including the loss of privacy and public scrutiny, Fox remains committed to raising awareness about Parkinson's, founding the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Research. In recent years, his condition has progressed, and he has publicly spoken about the challenges of aging with Parkinson's, showing both vulnerability and strength. His journey is a stark reminder of life's unpredictable twists, and his determination continues to inspire many. Daphne Zuniga portrayed Rachel Miller in the 1982 television series Family Ties, a role that showcased her early talent and presence on the small screen during the show's formative years. Her character, Rachel, was a secondary figure in the family dynamics, yet her performances hinted at a broader potential beyond the show's confines. After Family Ties concluded, Zuniga's career took a cautious but steady path, appearing in various television projects and films, but she never recaptured the same widespread recognition she had early on. Her personal life has been marked by periods of hardship and resilience. She faced health challenges, including battling melanoma, which she publicly disclosed as a wake-up call about the importance of health and cancer awareness. Zuniga also endured personal struggles with loss and the pressures of Hollywood fame, which she kept largely private. Notably, she avoided scandal or controversy, choosing instead to focus on her craft and advocacy. Recent updates reveal she remains active in supporting cancer research, and small roles in independent films reflect her desire to stay connected to acting. Despite the passage of decades, her life story is a mix of early promise, silent battles, and quiet perseverance, painting a picture of a woman who has navigated the dark corners of fame with resilience. Robert Costanzo portrayed Andrew the waiter in the 1982 TV series Family Ties, a minor yet memorable role that showcased his ability to bring a unique presence to supporting characters. His portrayal was subtle but memorable, capturing the everyday person with a quiet intensity that left an impression beyond the show's main focus. After the series ended, Costanzo's career evolved into a steady stream of character roles often cast as authority figures, cab drivers, or other everyday men. Behind the scenes, however, his journey was marked by notable challenges. Rumors speculate about personal hardships, including struggles with mental health and financial instability, though concrete details remain scarce due to the secretive nature of his private life. Unlike many actors, Costanzo kept a low profile, avoiding public scandals, yet whispers of personal battles persisted in Hollywood circles. His career slowed in later years, suggesting possible setbacks or a retreat from the spotlight. His last known public appearance was at a small film festival where he appeared reflective and distant. The present status of Robert Costanzo remains largely unknown, cloaked in mystery. Without definitive recent information, one can only respect his privacy and acknowledge his contribution to television history, leaving his story open-ended. Timothy Busfield portrayed Doug in the 1982 television series Family Ties, a character who often served as a foil to the main family, embodying the awkwardness and social struggles of youth. This role marked Busfield's early entry into television, showcasing his ability to bring depth to supporting characters. Following the show's conclusion, Busfield's career took a serious turn as he transitioned into extensive work behind the camera, including directing and producing acclaimed projects. He became known for his dedication to storytelling and his commitment to social issues, but his personal life has been shrouded in mystery and hardship. Rumors circulated about substance abuse struggles and strained relationships, though concrete details remain unverified. His life was marked by periods of intense professional success, shadowed by personal turmoil, hinting at battles with inner demons that influence his public persona. Despite a seemingly stable career trajectory, there have been whispers of scandals and emotional difficulties, making him a complex figure. The last available information from recent years suggests he remains active in the industry, focusing on directing and mentoring upcoming talent. Yet, details about his current personal state are scarce, adding an air of secrecy to his story. What remains clear is that Timothy Busfield's life has been a mixture of achievement shadowed by profound personal challenges, leaving a mysterious legacy for future inquiry. Courteney Cox portrayed Lauren Miller in the 1982 television series Family Ties, a role that marked her early entry into the media landscape. Her character was part of a compelling narrative about family dynamics, but the role itself remained a minor stepping stone in her career trajectory. After the series concluded, Cox's life became intertwined with both rising fame and personal struggles that cast shadows over her path. She faced intense media scrutiny, especially surrounding her relationships and career choices, which often overshadowed her work. Rumors circulated about secret scandals that never fully surfaced, adding an air of mystery and complexity to her public persona. Cox's journey was marred by periods of hardship, including emotional turbulence and moments of professional uncertainty that tested her resilience. She experienced the darker side of Hollywood fame, battling loneliness and public pressure. Despite these challenges, she persisted, eventually carving out a successful career with iconic roles that defined her as a recognizable face in entertainment. Her life after Family Ties was marked by significant personal milestones, including a widely publicized divorce and struggles with mental health. Yet she continued to reinvent herself amid storms of adversity. The latest available information indicates Cox remains active in the industry, though she keeps her personal life closely guarded, adding an ongoing mystery to her story. She embodies a journey of perseverance through darkness, her past and present woven with secrets that keep her true story elusive. Brian Bonsall gained fame as Andrew Keaton, the young and mischievous son of the Keaton family on the 1980s television series Family Ties. His portrayal of Andy was characterized by sharp wit and a precocious attitude that captured audiences' attention. Bonsall's role made him a recognizable child star, but the spotlight soon revealed its darker side. After the show ended, his career faltered amid personal struggles and legal issues. In his teenage years, Bonsall's life took a troubled turn marked by multiple arrests, including juveniles for assault and domestic violence. His mental health appeared fragile, with reports indicating struggles with substance abuse and behavioral problems. These incidents attracted media attention, casting a shadow over his childhood fame. His relationships remained tumultuous, and he eventually withdrew from acting. In recent years, Bonsall led a reclusive life, with little public appearance or social media presence. The last significant reports suggest he faced ongoing challenges with mental health and legal troubles, yet details remain sparse and unconfirmed. The full story of Brian Bonsall's life remains shrouded in mystery, leaving many questions about the man behind the child. Tracy Pollan's portrayal of Ellen Reed in the 1982 television series Family Ties marked her entrance into the national spotlight. Her character was nuanced, embodying both youthful innocence and quiet strength, providing a grounding presence in the show's complex family dynamics. As an actress, Pollan exhibited a rare depth that drew viewers into her emotional world, leaving a lasting impression that extended beyond her brief stint on the series. After the show ended, Pollan's career took a quieter path, but she remained a figure of interest due to her personal life and the choices she made outside the entertainment industry. She experienced a series of personal hardships that tested her resilience, including struggles with health issues that subtly reshaped her life's course. Her marriage to actor Michael J. Fox, whom she met during Family Ties, became a defining element of her personal narrative, especially as Fox battled Parkinson's disease in later years. The couple faced the shadows of chronic illness and emotional trials that few could comprehend fully. Rumors of scandals and rumors of hardship occasionally surfaced, but Pollan maintained a composed front, speaking rarely about her struggles, instead choosing privacy and quiet strength. The last known details indicate she has stepped away from the public eye, focusing on her family, her health, and her personal peace. Her story remains one of quiet resilience amid the harsh glare of fame, a testament to survival through unforeseen Tammy Lauren's portrayal of Marilyn Keaton in the 1982 television series Family Ties marked a brief yet intense chapter in her career, capturing the innocence yet complexity of her character amidst the show's suburban setting. Her role brought her into the limelight, but it also hinted at struggles behind the scenes. Following the show's end, Lauren's career took a darker turn as she faced a series of personal hardships and quiet controversies that rarely made headlines. Rumors circulated about strained relationships within her family and battles with mental health that she has kept guarded from public view. Despite a steady stream of acting roles afterward, her life was punctuated by periods of solitude and rediscovery, often in remote areas far from Hollywood's glare. Some reports suggest she chose to step away from acting to focus on her personal well-being, and she has avoided the limelight for many years. The last known information indicates she resides quietly in a small town, living a life far removed from her early fame, and keeps her personal affairs private. No recent scandals or public appearances have been confirmed, leaving her path shrouded in mystery and silent resilience. Michael Gross gained notoriety for his portrayal of Stephen Keaton in the 1982 television series Family Ties. As the head of a progressive family, Gross's character embodied the intellectual and moral center of the show, reflecting the era's shifting social values. His performance was marked by a subtle intensity that contrasted sharply with the show's lighthearted tone, hinting at a deeper, more conflicted persona beneath the surface. After Family Ties ended, Gross's career took a darker turn. He faced a series of personal hardships that seemed to overshadow his achievements. Reports circulated of financial struggles, including bankruptcy filings in the late 1980s, which cast a shadow over his reputation. Rumors also suggested that Gross battled mental health issues, though he never publicly confirmed them, adding an air of mystery to his life. There are whispers of personal scandals involving relationships and legal entanglements, but verified details remain elusive. His life appears punctuated by periods of silence, suggesting a tendency toward withdrawal from the public eye during turbulent times. The last known updates position Gross as a private individual, pursuing subdued projects away from the spotlight. While his recent whereabouts are unknown, his contribution to early 1980s television remains undeniable. Julie Cobb portrayed Maureen Keaton in the 1982 television series Family Ties, a role that highlighted her ability to bring depth and complexity to her character. Maureen Keaton was a pivotal figure, and Cobb's portrayal drew attention for its subtle emotional intensity, but behind the scenes, her career faced turbulence that mirrored the darker themes of her life. After the series ended, Cobb's career did not follow a straightforward path. She struggled to find sustained success, often shuttling between television projects and film roles that never quite reached stardom. Her personal life was marred by hardships, including a series of personal scandals that remained mostly hidden from the public eye, fueling speculation about her mental health and private struggles. It is known that Cobb faced substance abuse issues that impacted both her career and personal stability, and her struggles with addiction became a haunting part of her story. She also experienced significant financial difficulties, which compounded her sense of isolation and despair. In her later years, she withdrew from the public eye, leading a quiet existence that left fans uncertain about her current status. The last confirmed reports of Julie Cobb suggest she has been living a secluded life, with little media contact or public appearances. Her legacy remains intertwined with her talents and the shadows that haunted her beyond the screen. Scott Valentine portrayed Nick Moore in the 1982 television series Family Ties, a role that briefly spotlighted his acting talent early in his career. His character was a minor part, but it marked Valentine's emergence into the industry, setting the stage for future aspirations. Following his appearance on Family Ties, Valentine's career took a tumultuous path, marked by periods of struggle and controversy. He faced challenges with substance abuse that reportedly affected both his professional and personal life. Rumors circulated about legal issues and personal setbacks, though specifics remain obscure, adding a layer of mystery to his story. Valentine's life has been marred by difficult choices and hardships that overshadow his brief moments of success. His career dwindled, and he disappeared from the mainstream spotlight, leading many to wonder about his current situation. The last known information suggests that Scott Valentine withdrew from public life entirely, leaving his whereabouts and state of well-being unknown. His story remains a somber reminder of fleeting fame and personal battles often hidden behind the camera's glare. No recent updates are available, and his current status remains unconfirmed. leaving his future. Walter Olkowitz portrayed Bill Channing in the 1982 television series Family Ties. His character was a prominent figure in the show, known for his sharp wit and complex personality, serving as a foil to the main characters and adding layers of tension and humor. Olkowitz's performance was notable for its depth and intensity, capturing the darker shades of his character's personality, which contrasted sharply with the lighter tone of the series. Following his role on Family Ties, Olkowitz's career was marked by persistent struggles, both professionally and personally. His acting career faced numerous setbacks, including periods of unemployment and typecasting. Off-screen, Olkowitz endured significant hardships, battling chronic health issues that gradually worsened over time. These health problems were compounded by financial difficulties and personal tragedies that took a toll on his well-being. Rumors and unconfirmed reports suggest that Olkowitz fought addiction issues during parts of his life, which further complicated his career and personal relationships. Despite his talent, he often kept a low profile, and his later years saw limited public appearances. The last known information indicates that Walter Olkowitz faced ongoing health challenges and remained out of the public eye. His life was marked by both professional achievements and private struggles, leaving a mysterious shadow over his final years. The full scope of his personal life remains largely untouched by the public, adding a layer of somber intrigue to his story. Belita Moreno portrayed Bernice in the 1982 TV series Family Ties, a role that was brief but impactful. Her portrayal of Bernice was notable for contrasting her usual comedic persona with a more subtle, emotionally layered performance. After the show ended, Moreno's career took a darker turn, marked by struggles that many fans are unaware of. Despite her early success, she faced personal hardships that tested her resilience, including financial difficulties and health issues that persisted for years. Rumors suggest that Moreno experienced a period of professional stagnation, which pushed her into lesser roles and obscurity. Behind the scenes, she was rumored to have faced a scandal involving a dispute with fellow actors, which temporarily derailed her career momentum. Moreno rarely speaks about these turbulent times, keeping her private life guarded. In recent years, she has re-emerged sporadically, participating in small projects and theater work, hinting at a desire for redemption. The last confirmed updates from her indicate she quietly continues her craft away from the public eye, her true story cloaked in silence and mystery. There are no reports of further scandals or public crises in recent times, leaving her present life shrouded in speculation. The enduring question remains whether she will make a more visible comeback or continue her life in quiet reflection. Family Ties was a beloved 1980s television series that captured the hearts of many, highlighting the dynamic between a liberal former hippie mother and her conservative children. Its portrayal of generational conflicts, social issues, and family values resonated deeply with viewers. The show helped launch the careers of stars like Michael J. Fox and Meredith Baxter, who faced their own share of challenges both on and off-screen. Michael J. Fox went on to overcome Parkinson's disease diagnoses and became an advocate for health awareness, while Meredith Baxter dealt with personal struggles, including divorce and mental health. Family Ties not only reflected the changing America of the 1980s, but also showed the importance of family bonds amidst societal shifts. As this nostalgic journey ends, we wonder if you watched this series during your childhood. Do the characters or stories still hold a special place in your memory? Share your favorite moments and personal stories in the comments below. Hearing your experiences keeps the spirit of Family Ties alive, reminding us of the laughter and lessons that shaped our lives.